we have a mystery box. Let me just put that back down. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan. I'm the owner of a small business called Fauna Rose, and in today's video I'm going to just be doing a little bit of a fun unboxing of some fabric that I recently purchased, and I have no idea what I bought. I did select each of these items and the different fabrics and the different prints and stuff, but typical me fashion, as soon as I've placed that order, out of sight, out of mind, it's gone. I have no idea what's in this. I honestly could not tell you what I bought. Well, apart from the fact that it's fabric, so it's going to be a little bit of a mystery unboxing haul for you guys as just like a bonus video. I really hope that you enjoy it, because I am quite excited to get into this box and see what I did choose and what I did end up picking up, because it's massive. It's really, really heavy. And I do want to get it out to, one, see what I got, and two, to put it away, because I'm in the process of finally sorting out my studio and my office space. I'm finally going through all of my fabric, folding it and organising it, and actually like cataloguing it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically put it all away, make it neat, know what I've got and put it away. So should I really have ordered all of this fabric when most of it is kind of just in a big heap over there ready to be sorted? No, probably not. But as I have a business where I use a lot of fabric and make handmade items, I always need fabric. So let's open this up and see what we have. The one thing that I do remember is I'm pretty sure I bought a lot of this for my mystery scrunchies. So I make these little brown paper baggies that have mystery scrunchies in, so you have no idea what's in them, obviously, until you open them. And I use backstock, remnant, leftover, recycled fabric, etc, etc. So I'm pretty sure when I did place this order, a lot of it was meant to be like remnant fabric that I wanted to save from going in a landfill to make mystery scrunchies out of. But I could also be very, very wrong. Ooh, okay, let's get a shot for you guys to see. So straight away I'm seeing fabric that is not for mystery scrunchies. Some of this is for my normal stock. I can see some of my Miss Daisy fabric as well as my candy fabric, but we appear to have got it in a few colours, which is fun. So what I think I'm going to do is grab a few things out bit by bit and show you guys, just so we're not hearing the annoying rustle of the bag that's inside this. That's still really hot. Okay, so we've got this really cute little daisy print, and this is like the deep navy, almost black colour that I have in my shop as a regular scrunchie and wristlet as well. There she is, right up there. But it looks like I have picked up some more colours as well. So this one is a very, very pale blue, and then I also have a lilac one as well, which is very, very cute. Because I already have this print in my shop as like a normal item, I won't be using these as mystery scrunchies. I probably didn't buy them with that intention, but I could definitely use these for future projects, which is great. So let's see what else we've got. I'm like trying not to look in, so it's a surprise, but ooh, I also want to grab like similar fabrics. Okay, we've got stripes and we have got ginghams, which is amazing. These two are also restock fabric for my normal scrunchies, because I do already have a black stripe scrunchie and a red pinstripe. Is it pinstripe? Not quite. A red stripe scrunchie. So we've got my candy scrunchies and my Isabel scrunchies. So that's great. And then next we have some ginghams, which is really cute. I think these were a really good price. Can't really remember. But we seem to have, I don't think that's quite black. I think it's a really deep navy gingham print. So we've got this colour. We then have a really deep muted purple, which is very, very cool. Then we got a pink, and we also have a blue. So this one is probably more navy, and I think this one's potentially meant to be black. If I hold them up next to each other, what do you guys think? I do think that this is just a really, really deep blue. Yeah, now I've turned it inside out, I can see the actual side of the fabric instead of the back. It's a deep, deep blue, not quite black. Cute. I have no idea what I was thinking when I bought these, what I wanted to make. I could use them for patchwork, I could use them for future projects, not a clue, but that's really cool. Let's see what's next. I literally can't see anything in my viewfinder because it's so small and so far away. Okay, this is cute, and I vaguely remember seeing this fabric because, yeah, I really liked it, and that's why I bought quite a lot of it. But this is a white cotton fabric, and it has black flowers all over it. I really like this. So I have no idea if it's going to be for shop items or if it's going to be for like personal projects. Like, this is so cute. I love this so much. It's been folded really weird, but there seems to be quite a lot of it there. Maybe a few meters of it, which is really, really exciting, but that's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous print. I really like that one. I'm glad I picked up a lot of that. Okay, so we're feeling quite silky. This might be a bunch of satins. Let's grab a bunch first. Is that a mark or is it fluff? It's fluff, we're good. I'm just gonna grab all the satins out. Is that what this entire box is? Like 9 million satins? Oh my god. Oh, there's so many. Is there any more? There is. Oh god, we're still going. Okay, that feels different. I think we're done. So I have 25 colours in my rainbow collection. Well, 30 I guess if you include the Dusk Till Dawn colours as well. Because the solid colours are kind of like a staple. Some of them do really, really well for me. My greens and my neutrals do really, really well. But occasionally the pops of colour do really, really well as well. Really, really well as well. And I did need a bunch of colours. So obviously I had some form of brain on and was actually thinking logically and smartly. That's probably not English when I placed this order, because I definitely needed some of these, which is great. So silver for Sylvia, deep purple for Zoe. Ooh, this colour I don't have in my collection. I thought that was a spider then, but it's like just dark thread. Whew. I think I might have picked this up for a future collection that I'm working on, sort of planning behind the scenes. But this is like a really nice minty sort of colour, which I don't have as part of my like rainbow collection, because I have my Audrey scrunchie, which is like a more muted duck egg version of that. So I think I bought that in hopes of using that in a future collection, which I might share with you guys soon. But we've got green for emerald. We've then got my juniper green. This is one of my more popular colours. Juniper and olive are my like really popular scrunchies that I sell. We've then got this wine red for my ruby scrunchies. Brown for amber. Right, there is a mark on this one, which is infuriating. It kind of looks like lipstick. I love when that happens. But light blue for Emma, dark blue for Sapphire, lilac for Daphne, red for Amy, baby pink for Mia. That one looks really dirty as well. Gold for Joyce, and then the last two we have white for Angel and black for Danny, which is amazing. Not gonna lie, I am dreading having to sit and pre-cut all of this. I sometimes really enjoy cutting fabric and putting it all away, because I've got these like tubs now that I've been working on in terms of organising my fabric stash and stuff. Everything is organised into these little tubs, or will be organised into these little tubs that have like labels on them. So all my mini satin scrunchie pre-cut strips will all go in one, then the XLs will go in another, cotton's going in one, etc, etc. And yeah, sometimes I do enjoy just putting my headphones on and like cutting a bunch of fabric, but sometimes it is such a faff, I'm not gonna lie. And that is a huge amount of fabric that I do actually need to go through and cut. So I need to get this office finished so I can get all of that cut. But let's see what we have in here next. Ooh, cute. Zero recollection of ever seeing these fabrics, let alone ordering them, but obviously I did. So we got a black fabric, which is right up my street. It's a black floral, so not my favorite floral print, I'm not gonna lie, but also really, really cute. It's got green, yellow, white, and like orange and red flowers on it. So that's what this one is looking like. And then we have a black paisley print, which is kind of cute. Reminds me a bit of those bandanas that we used to wear in like the noughties. That's what that one is looking like. So again, no idea what I had planned for these fabrics. Maybe mystery scrunchies, maybe not. I will have to have a look at like the receipt and see which ones were like remnant fabrics or what. But considering I am someone who really loves like black, and 9 times out of 10, I know I'm not today, I tend to wear black clothing like there's no tomorrow. I like more like dark, spooky, grungy, gothic sort of stuff. I'm surprised that I don't have more black fabric in my collection, so I might have just bought these for the sakes of them being black, if I'm being honest. So far that pile is getting quite big, and there is still quite a bit of fabric in here, so what's next? Oh, cute. Oh, Okay. I feel like I remember seeing this fabric and not liking it, but I seem to have bought it. Interesting. Okay, let's just look at this one first. So we've got a beautiful bluey purpley background floral. So it's pink and white flowers with like yellowy gold vine details, which is pretty cute. And this one, I think I must have bought this for mystery scrunchies as well, to mix it up with, like I said, having more black fabrics in my collection. But I don't know how I feel about this. It's really cool, and I reckon as a scrunchie it will look pretty cool. I have no idea what this print is supposed to be. It kind of looks like chains, but kind of doesn't. I will let you guys decide on what this print is supposed to be. But really, really interesting. Then the next two prints, definitely a bit more Fauna Rose vibe. So we got two vintage style florals. I can't figure out what colour this is. Maybe like an off-white creamy yellow background, but we've got yellow flowers with pink and purple flowers, and then the greenery has like quite a strong bluey green tinge to it. So that's that one, which is more yellow. And then we also have this one, which I think I prefer this one. It's like a pale white pink background with pink and yellow flowers on again, with more of a yellow hued green on that one. I love that. So that's those. What's next? We've got to be getting close to the bottom now. So the last few, okay, two of them are a little bit boring. The first one's not though. It's a beautiful yellow gingham colour, but it is a bigger yellow gingham than what I use in my lace trim scrunchies. It's the same size as the ones from the start, but for some reason this one was at the bottom and not put in with those, so we got yellow as well, which is great. And then this I think is just a plain cotton or like a lining fabric. I might have just bought this because it was affordable, and you never know when you're going to need plain colours. So this is a off-white yellowish hued fabric. Great, that's a lot of fabric that I now need to fold and get on boards, put away, or start cutting to turn them into items. That was really exciting. I completely forgot that I bought pretty much all of that. So I hope that you enjoyed that little fun bonus video of seeing me unbox mystery fabric, I guess. But if you could give it a massive thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and subscribe if you aren't. All the social media for Fauna Rose, including the website, everything like that, is all linked down below. But apart from that, I will catch you in my next one. Bye!